Sagittarius, hello, or I should say my fellow Sagittariuses. Let's get into your mid-October 2020 reading. I'm going to first look at you and the person you may be dealing with at the current time at the mid-October point, or someone from the past that you're thinking about at the mid-October point. Try to tell you how I feel like you're feeling versus your person's feeling, like I normally do on this channel. And then I'm going to go through each sign, Aries to Pisces. Look at new love for those of you that are single and looking for new love opportunities, as well as a career and finance read. So stay tuned for each part. Okay, so to start with this reading, I see you're letting your guard down. Could be with this person or just in general, you're feeling more open, a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit less closed off than maybe you have been in previous time periods. It's the first card that I get, so right at the mid-month point, I think you're starting to realize you're letting your guard down a little bit here, Sagittarius. Being open to new things here, possibly. I have the Three of Coins, so maybe you're working well with someone. Maybe you're working well in terms of your career and finance, or you could be working well with an earth sign. In general, I feel like you're letting your guard down because you're starting to realize that you do have the possibility to be with people. There are people that are good for you here. This is a big card on like collaboration and working well, so that's why I keep emphasizing that, really working well with someone. But I think there is this hint, you could say, of past hurt here with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Extreme pain and really getting hurt in the past, and I think that's kind of getting in the way here, Sagittarius. I feel like you have a lot of love for this person. When I'm talking, it could be multiple people. Like I said, I saw that you're working well with someone, but I also saw someone betrayed you, so just take it as it resonates, whether it be one person, multiple people. I think you are realizing, like I said, this is a big opening your heart up. So I think you are opening your heart up in a lot of ways. Really letting your guard down and pouring your heart out and being aware of your head and your heart instead of just your head. Starting to just really let your guard down is what I'm seeing. Being less resilient to possibly being open to trying something with this person again, or trying something with someone new. Something of the sort, but I think you're being a little like hesitant here, and I keep getting this hesitance because of some past betrayal, some past hurt. And I know this has been something that's come up before in my Sagittarius readings, of some past really a big betrayal that really hurt you here. Could possibly be with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But nonetheless, I do see you opening your heart up, but you're just not possibly showing it or communicating that with people. No, I think you're not communicating this exactly, the fact that you're opening your heart up to possibly, whether this be, like I'm saying, a new beginning. It could be a new beginning with the same person or with someone else. I'm not sure. What I am saying is that you're opening your heart up and letting your guard down. It's just, if this was upright, the Ten of Swords, if this betrayal was upright, I'd say you're currently dealing with it. But I think you're letting it go in a lot of ways, like all the betrayal that you possibly have had with love or with this person. But Knight of Wands in reverse and Eight of Wands in reverse. You could be holding back from a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think in general, you're not really willing to move this forward for some reason. I think you're a little hesitant, despite the fact that the love is there, Sagittarius. So, let's get into your person now. They're also really willing to move forward with you. You could be dealing with a Taurus here. They're really, I think you're a little bit more hesitant than they are, Sagittarius. Maybe you don't even realize it, but I think that they actually are willing to move forward in more ways than you think here. I think they think you have like a really deep connection. This could be a soulmate connection, but they feel like you guys are just really on the same page. That you guys have a really strong intuitive connection. These are major arcanas, High Priestess, Empress, and the Chariot. So this is someone that you're really meant to have met, someone you're really meant to be with here, whether this be in the past or in the future. I'm just saying this is someone that you're meant to experience. This is really heavy on a soulmate connection with the Empress and the High Priestess. You could be already feeling, though, like this is, like I said, Ace of Cups. You have a lot of love for them and a lot of emotions. But for some reason you're hesitant, where I think they're a lot more willing to just move forward with you. Yeah, they're really driven. Could really be dealing with the fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but they're really driven to make this work. I have nothing. Okay. The only thing that I have is the Eight of Swords, meaning they feel a little stuck with you. Possibly because, I don't know, for some of you Sagittariuses, if it's not resonating, it's not resonating. But I'm going to go through each sign. But what I do have is that they're actually the Chariot, willing to move forward with you. They're driven to make it work. They feel like you have a soulmate connection. They're really, really major arcanas here. I just think what is the only, I guess you could say, downside is just the fact that they feel a little stuck with you and they feel like maybe they want to move forward, but they can't for some reason. So I guess that pertains to your individual situation, as there's no cards that lead me to believe anything else. But I think you guys are both really here. Like the last couple cards that I get here is some hesitance or unwilling to move forward, and I think that's causing them some stress here. So call me your story, because I am pretty curious about why this is coming out the way that it is. But they really care here, Sagittarius. They really feel like you guys have a strong connection. It was my fault, but I blamed you, is what came out here. Maybe this is their energy past the mid-month point, and just in general what I'm tapping into is just someone really wanting to make it work, someone really being driven, someone really wanting to admit how they feel. Just some big energies coming through here. This is called, I can't remember if I said it or not, this is called the Hidden Truth Oracle. This is some of the hidden truth that they're not telling you during this time period. I am just so stuck on what's the deal with you, Sagittarius, here, because for some reason you're not willing to move forward. It says, I want you. You're letting your guard down, but you're still resilient. So maybe it's just you're trying not to act impulsively. That could be it. Like maybe you want to give it more thought before you jump in. You speak to me through music. Maybe you guys listen to the same type of music. Also says, my life is not as together as it seems. So maybe this person does come across as this Queen of Wands, having a lot of friends, having a lot of things going on in their life, and maybe you're like, oh, they're over it. I'm not really getting anything of an ending, really. So for some of you, maybe you guys still speak to each other. Like I said, this is just a collective. So I hid who I really am. Whoops. I hid who I really am from you. Maybe they kept all this, this wanting to move forward a secret, or maybe they're currently keeping it a secret. I hid who I really am from you. And I want to feel that way again. You made them feel like a type of way. You made them feel something, and they want to feel like that way again. Motion. I also have, I regret lying to you. So maybe at one point or another they did lie to you. Interesting read. I mean, I feel like they're really, I don't even know what to say, because I feel like they're really willing to move forward with you. So I'm confused on why you're not. And I do like to cover all my bases in readings and try to really okay, let me look at every perspective that I can. But I'm just confused, Sagittarius. You can let me know. I do have this past betrayal here, so maybe they really hurt you, and that's why you're not willing to move forward. Maybe this hasn't happened yet for those of you that are watching. Maybe this is more as we're going later in the month that this is showing up, that a lot of you are going to be really hesitant with this person and hesitant to trust them again, possibly, or hesitant to trust again in general because of some stuff from the past. Let's look at your guys' outcome. So right now I feel like you're retreating. You're really giving this some thought, and they could be as well. This could be someone that you have a family with eventually. I have the Ten of Cups, but I think overall this person knows this. You just make them too happy. Not in a bad way, in a good way. You make them too happy to let this go. They really take it seriously. I think you're just concerned about them having, how do I word this, maybe money is a concern between the two of you, but overall this could just mean some control, them having some control issues. Maybe that's why you're a little hesitant here, but in the outcome I feel like they may want, I think you make them so happy they may make you an offer for, there's a big card on offers, but the 10 of Cups, but I think they're going to want you to take the lead, or someone's going to want someone to take the lead. I'll say that much. I think one person's going to want to take the other, or have the other take the lead here. And then the Queen of Cups. I think you guys are going to be on the same page. So much on intuition. I feel like because there's 3 cards that came out on intuition, Sagittarius, if you have a feeling in your gut, or you think you can feel something, you're probably right. I'll just say that much. Whatever you're feeling, I feel like you're right. If you're worried about jumping in too quickly and being impulsive with this person, sorry, I feel like it's too bright to where you can't see the cards. If you're worried about being too impulsive and you're worried about rushing in because you've done that before and it didn't work out, that makes sense. I got another card on you not wanting to rush in. So I think in the outcome, like just looking at what are we looking at for end of October, what are we looking at beginning of November, like that sort of thing. Generally, on a general collective note for all of Sagittarius, I feel like you're a little hesitant, which may be a good move. Like I said, this may be something that you can intuitively feel. It's important to trust your gut on things, and if your gut's telling you not to rush in, then maybe that's the best decision. I feel like you're going to end up listening to your gut or your instincts, you can say, in this case, about this person. So I'm leaving that vague on purpose because I feel like this is something that pertains to your individual situation, your individual betrayal that I see here. It's very personal. So overall, I want to say to listen to your instincts, but you're going to do that either way, Sagittarius. In the outcome, I feel like you will. I feel like you can really trust and get a sense for if you feel like this person has control issues, or if this person's going to be controlling, manipulative, that sort of thing. Not the best move, especially if you're dealing with an earth sign here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I do want to say that. If you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I feel like it's a lot more positive here. Just saying, it doesn't have to be the case, but I just felt the need to say that here. So let's go through each sign. Hopefully that message resonated. I try to be as clear as possible, but sometimes it's just so general, it's hard. But I'm not going to lie to you, Sagittarius. I feel like you are. You are a little hesitant throughout October to trust this person. And maybe it's warranted. Trust your own. And I can't tell you what your instincts are as a collective. Like I could tell you to trust your instincts, but I can't tell you what everyone's trust your own. That's a very personal thing. What is your gut telling you in this situation? So let's see. If you're dealing with an Aries here, this Aries cares for you. Sorry, I was missing a deck there. I'm like, where did my love deck go? They really care for you. Possibly more than you think, this Aries. This could be a past life relationship. Maybe you felt drawn to them for a reason. You guys could have known each other before this lifetime. If you believe in that sort of thing, I think in general just means you guys have a bit of familiarity. Sorry, I have trouble with words sometimes. You guys just have a familiar thing going on here between the two of you. They really care for you as well. Just want to say that. And I feel like if you were to go to them if you need help or something like that, they'd be there for you because they care. Okay. With a Taurus, if I'm being honest, this Taurus is emotionally unavailable or unfaithful, but they're still going to try to contact you, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. They could be really thinking about you, trying to get you back because maybe they weren't unfaithful in the past, this Taurus. You can let me know if that's the case, but just in general, an emotional unavailability to them. Maybe that was the past. In the future, they're trying to bring you guys together again because they acted in a not the best way. With a Gemini, if things were one-sided between you and this Gemini, I feel like they're going to kind of have a turn of events. Let's see. Yeah. Things are one-sided. I think they just really, you guys need to spend some one-on-one time together, disconnect from the world, reconnect, and I feel like things will be less one-sided. I do want to say this could apply for sun, moon, and or rising like it normally does on my channel, as well as if they have this a lot of this element on their chart or the sign on their chart. And it could apply to friends or family, even though I'm referring to it as romantic. It doesn't have to be. I just want to make that clear. With the Cancer, I love it when that happens. This Cancer is going to be really expressing their admiration for you throughout the month. I think something that's blocking the two of you could be some religious factors or upbringing factors. Although they do really admire you and want to tell you this, I think you guys have some fundamental differences between the two of you. Maybe that's partially a block to why you guys aren't able to really see eye to eye. With a Leo, I think this Leo, whether you know it or not, I think they're a little emotionally unbalanced here. I think they just can't really get a sense for you for some reason. Like they can't really intuitively feel what you're feeling, and I think it's stressing them out. I also think that they could be a little cold towards you. Be aware of some deception with the Leo. I'm just going to say that. It says someone is wearing a false self-mask in this relationship, and then the Queen of Cups. Doesn't have to be the case, but for some of you, just be aware that this person could be actually deceptive. I think that they are coming across cold sometimes, and I think that that's because maybe it's kind of like their mask is falling. So especially if this person has a tendency to be really like up and down or cold with you and then hot and cold, just be aware it's because they could be a little deceptive and you might not know it. With a Virgo, this Virgo could have been rude to you. What is that? This Virgo could have said some mean things. This is a sharp words kind of comment, like something to where they really hurt you here, this Virgo. Sagittarius. I feel like they're a lot more codependent on you or on other things in their life than you may know here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Just gonna say that. If you're dealing with a Libra here, this Libra is letting their guard down to you. I feel like they really want to open up to you, but maybe they just haven't had the right opportunity. But in general, they are feeling less resistant. You could be I got the wedding card. You could be getting some commitment from a Libra, or the situation could involve marriage at some point, whether this be in the past or the future. I feel like they're just less resilient to, maybe they're really resilient to commitment or committophobe, or like they didn't want to get married, but I feel like they're starting to head down in the path in October to being less guarded with you and maybe opening up to that possibility. With the Scorpio, I feel like the Scorpio is one, it could be either or. Let's look at the love deck to clarify. One, extremely impulsive, or two, really holding back from you. Honestly, either one. I got pay attention to the red flags. The Scorpio could have some red flags of some impulsive behavior. Pay attention to the red flags with the Scorpio. I feel like overall, Sagittarius, all of these are like, heed the warning. I'm not trying to make it seem like so dramatic, but a lot of these reads have been kind of interesting, like deception and red flags. What else came up? Codependency. If you're dealing with another Sagittarius here, they don't really have any peace of mind in terms of you. I feel like they possibly didn't get enough closure. This is mutual. If you're wondering if it's mutual between you and this other Sagittarius, it is mutual. It's very mutual here. Unrequited love in reverse. I think that they didn't get any, I don't think they're over it. I don't think that they got the closure that they wanted if you're dealing with another Sagittarius. Capricorn. Five of Coins and Five of Swords in reverse. So if this is a past Capricorn, I feel like they are letting go of the conflict here. They felt really sad for a very long time, but I think they're starting to let it go in a way where like they're forgiving you, forgiving themselves, that sort of thing. Let's see what else comes up. They were really sad. They could be having a heart-to-heart conversation with you soon. Honestly, discuss your feelings with one another. I feel like they're coming around because maybe they were so hurt they didn't even want to say anything. But I think in a lot of ways they may be coming around to have an honest conversation with you if you're looking for that with a Capricorn. You're dealing with an Aquarius. I got the Devil card. So I feel like this Aquarius could be having issues with some addiction problems, codependency. Maybe they feel like they're really unhealthily linked to you, issues with sexuality. For yourself in reverse, I feel like you guys are both almost stuck on each other, but especially this Aquarius is very stuck on you, very stuck on your connection. They feel very unhealthily linked. Devil card. And for yourself in reverse, yeah, they're stuck. With the Pisces. It's not over. If you're wondering, it's over. One, this Pisces could have made a decision to, let's see, let's clarify here, because if this Pisces made a decision, I feel like it's a final decision. Like, if it was to walk away, I don't think that they're coming back. But they could also have been a little indecisive here. Just what I'm going to say is, sorry for those of you that are pissed off at my shuffling. I hurt my thumb. I've been saying it every video, but I cut my finger open with a box opener, so I'm like really trying to be careful not to, like, you know, but I'm still shuffling and stuff. But anyways, it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. So have faith that the truth will come out eventually. Judgment in reverse. You'll find out one way or another. I'll put it that way. I feel like you're going to hear something from this Pisces, though, at some point. It's just like it's unfinished. It's not finished here. Okay, so new love, Sagittarius. Let's look at new love for you. If you have a friend, if you're wondering if you guys will take the next step, if you're wondering if you guys will emit feelings, let's take a look and see if October is the month for you guys to do so. Especially if you're dealing with a Libra here, I have Justice in reverse. Things are kind of kept a secret. Maybe they're keeping their feelings a secret. Things are kept a secret. They feel really unfulfilled, or they could feel like you're too good to be true. Maybe they're not just comfortable with how things are going. They wish that things would pick up. Let's see. They kind of gave up. I feel like this person gave up on waiting. Like, I think at one point or another, they just thought things were pretty, like, that they were just going to keep their feelings a secret and that there was no point, like, you were too good to be true. I don't think they think you would have liked them back or had feelings for them back. I also have Page of Swords in reverse, meaning they were waiting to hear from you for a while, but it's almost as if they are giving up or feeling as though, like, it'll never happen. Yeah, they think it'll never happen, so that's what we're at in October with a friend. They're thinking it'll never happen. I'm not saying to say anything. Maybe it's meant to be that way, but that's just what I'm saying for a friend. It doesn't, obviously, you guys have a lot of friends that you could possibly have feelings for. I'm not saying that is the end-all be-all between you two. I'm just saying as a collective. For those of you, if you're wondering if you'll take the next step with someone, I'm just reading the cards. I feel like this person, it's a very clear story of them having been waiting for too long. And nobody spoke up, so they walked away. Or they are walking away. For some of you here, obviously, I have every single sign for that one. In terms of totally new love, totally meeting someone totally new in October, same goes here, same deal. This is just a collective reading. I'm not saying you won't meet anybody. I'm not saying you for sure will meet somebody. Like, you know, use your judgment here. If you feel like this applies, then it applies. If it doesn't, it doesn't. There's a lot. I try to just really, that's why I go through each sign. That's why I try to do all these things in my readings, is because I know it's not going to be one size fits all for all Sagittariuses. So anyways, if you're wondering if you're going to meet someone totally new here, I feel like you could meet someone, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I think you'll come to learn that maybe they're just not really looking for anything long term. But I feel like you guys will just have so much fun together. You could meet this person immediately, almost just have fun. I feel like they'll make you happy. For those of you that do have one of these signs coming in, just listen to your heart, like go with the flow. Maybe they don't want something long term, but also this is just an October reading. So like I always say with this new love thing, when I do new love, if you meet someone in October, you're not going to be committed, and for the most part in matter of weeks. I am telling you that at the current moment in October, from the mid-month point, you could meet an earth sign or a water sign that comes into your life, and I feel like you'll be worried that they don't want anything long term. But what I am telling you is just listen to your heart and go with the flow. If you do meet someone, just try to, play it by ear, especially if they make you very happy. I think that's a good rule of thumb for you in terms of new love, Sagittarius. So now that we've got love out of the way, let's go into our career and finance read. If you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me. You can check out your November 2020 readings when I start to post those. Be up to date on that, especially if this is resonating, then you should subscribe to my channel. God, I can't say things sometimes. You should subscribe to my channel. Okay, so you're working on something. You're working pretty intensely on something. Try to hone your craft. I see at the mid-month point, and as we're going forward throughout the rest of October, I feel like you're working at something. You just don't think you're good enough. Why, Sagittarius? Strength in reverse. You don't feel like you have the courage to possibly, although you're working on it in private, maybe you don't, or you're just selling yourself short. I feel like you are working on something though, but you're not being totally public about it because you're worried about the hurt of really possibly, like if you're getting out there and applying to positions that you feel like are out of your reach, or if you're doing some sort of hobby and you're worried about really showing it to the world or showing your creative passions to the world, something like that. I feel like you're worried about that. You're worried about that possible rejection here, Ten of Swords in reverse. Even though it hasn't even happened for a lot of you here, that's a theoretical. It's more so self-sabotage, like you're stopping yourself, like you're in your own way here, I feel like, Sagittarius. Yeah, you're not being very carefree about this. You're not really going with the flow. You're very Strength in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse, the Fool in reverse. I think you're too worried to really make a move here, make a bold move here. I feel like this is something that you're very passionate about though, Knight of Cups. So just, if you're passionate about it, it'll show. I always like to say that. If you're truly passionate about it, yeah. Knight of Cups and the Lovers. This is something that you've wanted for a long time to happen here, Sagittarius, I feel like. You've wanted this for a long time. I just think you've never taken that step. This may be a challenging month in terms of you, like I said, being in your own way and not really... What I'm here to tell you is, on the positive note, yeah, maybe you're worried about... I got the Six of Cups, so maybe it didn't work out for you in the past. I'm telling you, as long as you're working on it, which I do see a lot of hard work, this is obviously a general read, so I'm talking to whatever it is that you're working on during this month. I see that you're working really hard. Keep at it because I feel like it'll really pay off, but most importantly, I do want to say that the passion is here, so that'll translate no matter what. You could also be feeling as though you're not very abundant this month in terms of money. I think you're a little frustrated, like when am I gonna make progress on this? When am I gonna see this happen? I'm not so sure that, from the mid-month point to the end of October, I'm not so sure that you'll see really the results. You may, I'm not saying you won't, but What I am saying is that you're making progress. Three of Wands. Keep this going. I really do think it'll pay off. Keep this up. Because, like I said, you're really passionate about this. And I do want to say, I feel like it, one, is productive for you to work on this. And two, I feel like just have some optimism. You'll make progress. I feel like you're just concerned about the past here. Really a lot of swords, meaning like inner battles about your career and finance here. You're working hard though this month. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, you're gaining momentum. You're starting to really work on it. Gaining momentum doesn't mean that you're going to see the payoff this month, but most things you don't. Most things, these, you know, they take time, so. Luck is on your side. Especially if you're really wondering or concerned about taking a leap, just know that luck is on your side. Maybe you've been lucky recently, maybe Sagittarius, you've been lucky, so keep it up. Like, maybe that's why you're trying. It's like, well, this has worked out in the past. Just keep it up. Also, if you're very close to achieving your goal, I feel like because you're taking the steps necessary, you are. If you're putting in the hard work, I really am here to tell you, I feel like luck is on your side. It'll work out, and you're very close. Although maybe you won't see it. I think you'll see it in November or possibly December, but very soon here. A personal issue reaches resolution. Maybe this is something quite personal to you. Like I said, maybe there is a history. Could just be in general that a personal issue reaches resolution. Also, adjustments are required. Possibly just more work. It's like I said, you're not gonna, if you were to just drop right now and just, I don't think you would really see it pay off, because there is, like I said, you're very close. You're not there though. So you may need to make more adjustments as you go on and keep working. But don't give up. Believe in the impossible. If you think it won't happen, it's worth a shot. I'll tell you that much. Openness. Possibly be more open to, like I said, believing in the impossible. Something that you think will happen, just try to go in with an open mind and just say, you know, if it works out, it works out, but at least I tried. Embrace as well. So I think let people in, Sagittarius, on a general note this month. Let people in. Give people a lot of hugs. Well, maybe not strangers, or also, you know, with the pandemic. I don't know how great of an idea that was. I don't know if that's the best advice to give people hugs or strangers hugs right now. But, you know, the people close to you, this is just a card of embracing. That could just, it doesn't have to be physically, just embracing. Achievement. I think you'll feel as though you really achieved something at the end of the month, or that you're working towards something that you'll feel very accomplished. But just know that you're achieving all that you're meant to do. You're achieving your goals. I do see you working hard, so that's the most important part here. Acceptance. For those of you that are kind of waiting on something, just accept the outcome either way, and I feel like you'll be in a much better headspace. Perseverance. I think you'll persevere either way, like I said. Just be open, be accepting of the outcome, and persevere through these negative thoughts. I think you'll see that this month is a blessing for a lot of you here. There's a lot of positivity that I see in general, so maybe because of your own mind, you're not seeing the blessings around you, but I have blessings, so I feel like, yeah, you really are being blessed this month in ways that you possibly can't even recognize. I have plant the seeds as well, so really what I'm saying here is planting the seeds, is working hard and growing a future for yourself. Just don't give up, Sagittarius. You're setting a life up for you of prosperity and abundance here by your hard work. You're setting yourself up, also possibly your family up, for a future that is abundant, and you're planting the seeds. So embrace and give love. This could just mean really show, I feel like you'll be feeling the love around you this month, but also meaning show love. If you love someone, show them that you love them, because maybe they don't know. Could just I'm talking about friends or whatever. I have affirmations for positive change. So if you're in your head and you're agreeing with me that you're in your head, you telling yourself negative stuff is going to possibly predict your outcome here if you're telling yourself negative things. If you're positive, give yourself positive affirmations, you'll see positive change. Well, I think I said this multiple times here, Sagittarius, but go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. Be accepting and open of the outcome either way. That's what I'm going to tell you here in general. And more affirmations. Oh my God. I haven't gotten affirmations like in any of my mid-October readings. I've just gotten meditation. But I'm getting a lot of stuff for affirmations for you, Sagittarius. So affirmations for positive change and affirmations for acceptance. Meaning, like I said, I got acceptance in the other deck too. Just accepting the outcome either way. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. It's a good, solid advice. Trusting your instincts here, trusting your intuition has been a big theme in this reading. You may not always... So true with what I'm talking about here. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. In the other decks, what did I get? I got go with the flow. I got blessings. I got acceptance, openness. Just be accepting of the outcome either way, and don't be focused on the past, Sagittarius, is really what I'm trying to emphasize here. So I feel like the ending advice really just wrapped everything up. So hope that you liked this reading. Thanks for making it this far in the reading as well. I hope that you guys have a safe rest of your month and a fun rest of your month. Happy Halloween. Almost. I really like October. I think it's a really fun month, and fall is always really gorgeous. So I really like this month. I hope that you guys see all the blessings in your life. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you like this reading, please let me know by commenting, subscribing, liking this video. All that really supports my channel and supports me, as I'm kind of just still starting out on YouTube. I just started my channel like 5 months ago. So the fact that I've gotten as much support as I have is really, really amazing to me. But especially like you guys, Sagittarius is like, I feel like we have a little community here. But thank you for watching. Like I said, if you would like a personal reading from me, please reach out to me. My email is in the description box. I am doing 3 different types of readings. One where I take a video just like this and tell you how I feel like your story is going, whatever question you have, do a reading for you. And I send it to your email. I'm also doing live Zoom readings to where you can interact with me, ask me questions as we go for tarot. So if you would like that, you could book an appointment with me. My link is in the description box of this video. As well as I'm doing type readings. If you just have a quick question for me, we can do a typed reading and I'll just type it to you as quick as possible. So yeah, you can reach out to me for any of those. If you have any questions as well, we can talk about it. So thank you for watching, Sagittarius. Thanks for making it through the video. Again, hope that you had a good month and that you'll continue to have a good month. Yeah, thank you for watching and stay safe.